What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin. We're back at BurgerFi Gaming, and we are here with Thea the Awakening. And as always, we are joined by Game Forever.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Alright, so what the fuck am I doing?
Okay, so this is our village. Oh, do you see there should be a little dude down in the bottom left? You can kind of walk him through the face. I highly recommend going with that since you haven't played before.
So I'm working on. Shut up so I can read.
Alright,
I will fucking kill you.
Alright, scroll the mouse wheel up and down. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, shit! Oh. Alright, what gatherers did they give me? I got grain and nuts. Gathering, crafting. Oh, why did I send these guys out? I don't even know what the game did. By the way, if you need me to like explain something, just ask me, because obviously I can't see what you're doing, so.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either, so.
Okay, so it's basically you see your village, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how far in the tutorial have you gotten? Like, did you do the whole...
Right now, your villagers need to eat. Each person uses one food per turn.
Okay. Okay, so if you click on your village, and you click the little hourglass thing, right?
I don't see an hourglass.
Or the spyglass, my bad.
Oh, okay.
You see where it says gather?
Yeah.
Alright, have you done that? Have you decided?
Yeah, I've gotten everybody gathering something.
Okay, so what you want to keep in mind is the fact that you have people with hammer skills gathering stuff. Like
okay,
if you look. Okay, you do not want them there. If you're in a pinch, you can use them there, but you want to take them off. Your basic resources that you're going to want to gather pretty much from your village are if you got any food around you and you got any wood. Those are your main things.
Bird meat, wood, and fish.
Alright, so gather the wood for sure with somebody, and then depending on what food you want, gather bird meat or fish. I don't think it matters too much, except maybe on the meals you craft.
I don't know. I got perfect people on each one, just in case.
Alright, that's fine. And now go back to your village overview. So like click your village.
Village overview.
Yep, and then you see where it says craft under where the gather was? Alright, so you're gonna want to craft. You click that. Now, this early game, we really don't have too much to craft, but you should have the option to like craft some clothes right now. Or tools, or gather something. You can craft something right now.
I see clothes, cook meals, gathering tools, or craft tools.
Alright, so, but crafting tools and gathering tools are probably in red right now, right?
Gathering tools is, craft tools is not.
Ooh, if you can make a craft tool, what could you make? You have metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I researched steel.
Okay, so if you wanted to, you could start out by making a steel hammer, or you could save it for like weapons later on if you want. But either way, you could craft one of these by clicking the arrow next to the icon. So if you wanted to craft clothes, you click the arrow next to clothes.
We'll go with meals first. That sounds important.
Yeah. Okay. So click the meals one.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get this picture that has like the picture of the workbench and the matching materials, right?
Primary material, secondary material, catalyst.
Yes. Okay, so over where you have the materials, that's your inventory and like your stock. This is what you have available at your village right now.
Okay.
So you need to make sure you line it up with something. So like if you put meat in the primary, meat in the secondary, and then put wood to burn, you then can make jerky. Or like if you mix it up and put like vegetables in there, you can make like a meat stew. Now the important thing to remember here is that over by the picture of it, you see it has the hammers, it has what it does, and like the weight and shit.
Yeah.
And then it has like a beaker. That beaker is important because it shows you how much research points you get for crafting things. The more shit you craft, the more, I guess, the more scientifically intelligent your people become. It's kind of weird. But that's important so you can unlock more shit. So meals usually won't get you very many.
Okay, yeah, so I can get cured and dried straps of meat with decent best taste for take.
Yeah, so these are good to take on expeditions because they last a long time and they don't weigh a lot. Weight is an important factor in this game on how much your people can carry.
Okay, and then just confirm?
Yeah, so once you confirm,
okay,
it then pops up under your current tasks. You see that little middle part where it has current tasks? Now, this is where the people with the hammers come in. The better the hammer, the more productive they are going to be in building this.
Okay, yeah, put one in there to get the hammer.
Alright, so do you see under where it says 0 out of 36 or like 0 out of 40, some 0 out of something? Alright, so next to it, depending on what craft level it is, it's plus 50. So each level that your person is something, it's plus 10.
Mine says plus 80.
Okay, see, so you have a level 8 crafter right now.
Okay.
So next to that, it should have like a little like hourglass with like a number.
1.
That's how long it'll take him to complete that task.
Okay.
So it'll be 1 turn until he completes it. Now above that, above the picture of the jerky where you're making it,
okay,
you see those little plus and minuses?
Yes.
You can put how much you want to make. So if you plus it a few times, you're now making like a couple things of jerky instead of just the 1. Obviously it'll take longer because you're making more, but you can make and if you just want him to craft this with the resources you have infinitely, you can click the infinite one. And then that means he'll just sit here and make jerky until you tell him to stop.
Oh, okay. We'll start making 2 jerky and then close that?
Yeah, and then you can close that.
Okay.
And now if you go back into your village, do you have your expedition outside your village already?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back to that then. Go back under where your village said craft, you see construct.
1 second. Construction?
Yep. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do anything with this for a little bit, but this is where buildings come into play. So you can have things, I think only the pastures available at the start right now.
Not yet, not enough resources.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's the only one we can build, though.
Okay.
But once you build it, it'll do things like, I believe the pasture gives you more people that come into your village. But don't close that. At the top, you see how it has village overview, production, inventory, and all that shit?
Yeah.
Go to inventory.
Inventory.
Alright, so this is the complete list of everything in your village. All the resources, tools, and weapons your people have.
Alright.
So this is where you go to view that, and you can make a new expedition here. If you want to send people out into the world, this is where you go to do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's where you can go to do it. Usually you want to click on new expedition. It's a lot easier to manage.
Alright.
Now click on the next tab over where it says equipment. Yep. This is where you can equip your people. So if you click on one of your people that's still in your village, usually these people won't be your really armed people, but they should have a weapon to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So click on any random person, it doesn't matter who. Do you see how it changes? And like so obviously the hand is the weapon, then you have the armor, and there's jewelry like that can have magical effects. So you can have like a ring that gives them like maybe more intelligence or speed. You can have a ranged weapon, that's what the bow is obviously, and a tool. So the tool, like if you have a crafter, you want to build them a hammer. That way they have more crafting skill. If they're a gatherer, you want them to have like a weaver's basket and that kind of stuff to get better gathering and such.
Okay.
So this is how you equip this, and your warriors will have obviously better weapons. So if you hover over equipment right now, there's like swords in there.
Yeah.
So if you hover over it, it tells you what it does. Like I have a short sword right now that does 3 damage and 5 shielding.
Okay, I have a black sword that does 4 damage, 5 damage and 2 poison, and then I have a regular one that does, every short sword does 3 damage and 5 shielding.
See, that's a pretty decent start. I think that's because you went warriors. Now another thing to note for this is that notice how under some of your weapons there's like a one hand holding it, and then under some others there's 2 hands?
Yeah.
That's because the one-handed weapons are obviously one-handed. So that means those people can carry like a shield or maybe dual wield. Oh. I can't remember if they can dual wield or not in this game, but that's what you could put a shield. The staves and like the spears and stuff are usually two-handed, or like the heavy battle axes. So you have to decide.
Yeah, I got a staff that's two-handed, but everything else I got an axe or hatchet, the short sword, the dark sword, and then everything else is one-handed.
And then there's 2 more things on the screen that are important.
Manage supplies and expedition?
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm still on equipment. There's 2 more things on this screen that's important.
Okay.
So when you're on a villager, do you see how I have now below equipment in kind of their picture? It has their name, little hearts, and then there's character abilities?
Yes.
These are important. So obviously I'm looking at my chick right now, so I don't know what person you're looking at, but for example, my chick is Alexandra.
What I think is my leader.
Okay, my chick's called Alexandra. She has 8 hearts, that's her health. Okay. So she can't take a beating. She doesn't have very much health. But then you look and she has 5 movement speed, 8 armor, 5 shielding, 6 damage, 6 speech. So speech is a social skill. So like you can come to an orc, like maybe you run into a band of humans and they look like they're about to fight you. If you have a really good character that's good at speaking, has speech skills, you might be able to like convince them to join you or something, you know?
Alright, so I'm looking at what I think is my leader. His name's Hynek. He's got 14 hearts, 5 movement speed, 24 armor, 2 intelligence, 7 strength, 8 damage, 3 tactics, 1 dexterity, 3 speech, 3 will, 1 feint, 1 stealth.
Yeah, and see if you want to know what one of those skills are, just hover over it, and it says like will is the primary defensive skill for many challenges, including social and hex. So like if you're getting cursed, your defense against getting cursed is how strong willpower you have. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And then the final thing, it's really not important, but the final thing you can do on this screen is if you look above the character's picture where it has where you can like equip their items, you see by their name.
Yeah.
You see that little feather by their name?
Yeah.
Click it.
Oh, definitely.
You see what I mean? So I could rename this one. Let's not name her bitch. Let's name
Gaming.
Nice Chick. I named one of my people Nice Chick.
I'm doing this to all of them right now.
You're naming all of them Burkify Gaming?
No, my leader, the high net guy, is Burkify Gaming. This guy's gonna be Old Man Joe. This one's gonna be Peasant breasts Not breeds.
Let me know when you're done.
Breasts.
See, it's kind of a cool game, isn't it? Like, we haven't even really gotten into it, but it's just kind of cool because it's got these nice little things in it.
Alright, so we have Burgerfi Gaming, Old Man Joe, Peasant Breast, and Tomboy.
Nice.
Alright, and then close that one?
Before you close the equipment, just to kind of rename your village over by equipment, do you see how it has your village name and then a feather?
Yeah.
You can rename your village. While we're on the topic of renaming.
USA.
USA. USA.
Alright.
Alright, now next is manage supplies.
Alright.
Alright, so in this tab, this is where you like allow and disallow certain things. So if you say like you need a certain resource, like later in the game there are better logs that are better for different things, like different types of wood, you know? So like your people may have like a rare source of wood, so obviously you want to click on it and be like, don't burn that wood, you know?
Alright, cool. So I just gotta click on it or off it?
Yeah, you click on it or off it. So like if you, for example, just click on your wood real quick, that little circle with the line through it means they will not use it for burning. Same thing with food. If you do that, my village is now starving, but they won't eat my food. But
alright, I see that.
That's how you manage that. And then the very last thing that you really need to know for the village part of this is the new expedition. Okay. So you click that, and then it's very simple. If you need a new villager out, like say you need to go exploring, you just drag a certain villager into the expedition screen. So obviously, just drag one of your villagers, for example. We're not going to do it. Now, before you click Create Expedition, well, don't click Create Expedition, but so that's the People tab. Do you see on the left-hand side where you kind of by where you had the people, there's like different buttons there?
Oh, yeah.
So you want to like, say you want to take different equipment with them, you can click that and change the equipment they're taking. Okay. But the last one there is the cargo, the supply crate looking thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so every expedition needs wood for fuel so they can burn camps. So they need wood or any kind of thing that burns is very important. They will always need that, and they will always need food. They can starve. You know, you can starve very quickly. So you need to make sure that whenever you create a new expedition, you give them fuel and food for the road.
All right.
So obviously you're just going to cancel because you don't want to create a new expedition, but that would be how you would do it. All right, and that does it for that screen, or your villager screen. What part do you want to learn next? Because I know there's a lot more. Do you want to learn about your little group of people first that you have kind of by your city, or do you want to learn about one of these other buttons?
I close the screen. Okay, I'm on the overview screen, I think.
Overview screen. What are you looking?
Like when you can see like the map.
Okay, yeah, that's the main screen where you can see your village and you see people beside it.
I see my expedition and a spider's nest off to like the northeast.
Yeah, okay. So what do you want to learn about like your expedition you currently have, or do you want to learn about like the spider's nest shit?
Either one works.
Well, I guess I'll start you with the expedition because you kind of need to know how they work before you can do anything. So click on your expedition.
Okay.
It's the same kind of thing as like the village. So you pull this up and you can do like, you can say camp, which is the little tent. You can move them a certain place. You can have it split. So you can say like 2 people go off in this direction, 2 people do this. Obviously that'll get your people killed a lot faster. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. The cargo box is how you check your inventory.
Okay.
And the sword with the pack is how you check their equipment. So if you just click on that, click on the cargo box. All right, so this is who you got in your thing right now. These guys, these are probably your warriors, to be honest. There's going to be a lot of warriors in this group.
I'm naming the biggest one after you.
Cool.
Yeah. There we go. We got one named Gamer. You got to buy a club and a round shield.
Nice. All right, so this is where you can see everything in your inventory, but the best thing I like to do is click on the equipment tab.
All right, I'm already there.
Alright, so in the equipment tab, you can see everything that everyone's got, everyone's using. You may or may not have equipment that your people aren't wearing. Like, for example, in mine, I have heavy armor that just no one's wearing. But that's because no one in my party has enough weight to carry it. So, alright, so this is an important thing about the expedition. In the equipment screen, do you see under your character looking screen how there's a new number under there?
Under what? Hold
there's
on,
a new number.
I gotta turn the music down. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, see, I turned it down at the very beginning.
Yeah, music I didn't have that option.
Oh, that's true. You just jumped right in. That's true.
Alright, back to this button. Equipment, okay.
Okay, so in equipment, click on one of your characters.
Gamer.
Alright, do you see under his picture, he has a new number, like a 180 out of 300, or like a 300 out of 450 or something.
133 out of 500.
Yeah, that is how much weight these people can carry. So not just their weapons that they can carry, so for example, if you hover over one of the equipments that you have, it tells you the weight. It's like a little, it's a weird symbol, but for example, this is 280. It's by the name.
104.
So that's how much everything weighs. Your characters have weight limit. And as an expedition, it is very important you keep an eye on that, because the whole point of sending out an expedition is to gather resources you can't get in your village.
Oh, okay.
So, again, you can rename your expedition. Like right now, it's just Expedition 1. You can obviously rename it like you did your village.
Mine's
like,
Expedition 2.
Yeah, see, mine was just Expedition 1. Oh, it's because we're a team. That's why, because we both count as that. So yeah, you can rename that if you want.
Penis butt group.
Nice.
Wait, never mind. It won't. I'm just gonna. Hold on. I gotta do some editing here. Penis butt group. All right, we're good.
All right. So next thing is manage supplies.
Manage supplies.
All right. So same kind of thing. What kind of fuel do you have? What kind of stuff do you start out? They don't have any fuel.
They have no fuel.
All right, so you're gonna want. Okay, that's actually good. I need to show you how to do this anyway. And then of course the new expedition. If you wanted to break them in half, you can do that. But anyway, you're gonna cancel this out, and now you're gonna click on your people because they should still be able to move because it's still turn 1.
Okay.
Now you're gonna right-click on your town.
Right-click.
All right, so they should have just walked onto your town once you right-click.
There they go.
Alright, so now once they're in your town, click on their symbol again.
Okay.
And now instead of camp, it should have a button that says join. It's like a arrow pointing to a house.
Join.
Yeah, you want to do that because you're going to want to rearrange who's going on an expedition.
Okay.
Bam. They are now in your village.
All right.
So now you're going to go back into your village, how we were talking about before, and do that new expedition tab.
Okay, new expedition.
And now this is where you're going to pick, you're going to customize who you go out. So you're going to, obviously it's dangerous out there, so you're going to want to send a couple warriors. So just throw out some warriors that you want to go out traveling.
I'm sending everybody who's not gathering.
Sounds like a plan. I'm still looking. I think I'll just send out who they had earlier. All right, and now you're gonna want to click on that cargo box.
1 second. You gotta rename penis butt group.
That's good.
All right, and then equipment.
Yeah, if you want to take any specialized equipment, they should just anything important. They should already be equipped as such.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is a good thing to see how much shit you can carry. So over where it says Expedition 1 or whatever the name is.
Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's still there. Okay. Do I click create expedition or?
Oh, not yet. So by the cargo box.
Okay.
So this is where you're gonna give your expedition shit. So there should be a giant ass number down at the bottom, like -700 out of 3,000 right now.
657 out of 3,650.
All right, that's how much weight your people can carry. So they're gonna need something to burn. So you're gonna need to send them like a small supply of wood or coal or just something that can burn.
I have 3 dark wood.
Dark wood. basically you never want to burn any type of wood that's not normal wood.
Okay, so here they have 5 just regular wood.
All right, that's good. And now you're gonna want to send them some food.
Okay.
So with your food, you don't obviously want to send them all the food. So if you click and drag it, you can decide how much to send with it.
Okay, well instead of sending the whole 91, I'll send them with.
Yeah, well, they're exploring, so they could probably gather some food while they're out in the wild.
I'll send them with 20.
Yeah, I'm sending mine with 32, I think. So now down at the bottom, is that right? Yeah, bottom right. You see where it says supplies?
Yes.
That should tell you how much supplies you have. So like mine says I have supplies for 6 days of food and 5 days of firewood.
Mine's 4 days of food, 5 days of firewood.
All right, see, but that's without them gathering. The whole point of sending out an expedition is to gather new supplies. But you want to go and hit create expedition.
Create expedition. All right.
All right, so now those dudes are back out in the world. They're exploring where they're going. They're gonna do. So you wanna now. As for that spider nest,
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing.
There's shit like that all over the place. There's like runes. Some of them are dangerous. That's what the skull is. The higher the skull, the harder it'll be. But it shouldn't be that hard because it's right next to your village.
This one's got a little skull over it, a little white skull.
Yep. So walk into it.
Because then I'll come back here.
It's a one dangerous mission, but something should happen.
It's one encounter. Okay.
All right, so this will be an encounter. I can't help you with this in like terms of doing it with you to like tell you.
Okay, yeah. This one says you approach the beast and you have to decide to plan an action. Best way to slay a beast is eye to eye, attack or retreat. So I'll just attack. I've started a challenge with 3 malicious spiders. Okay. Begin combat, I guess.
Yes.
And then begin or keep and play. Okay. Oh, okay. Welcome to the card minigame. Please pay attention to the tutorial as the mechanics are fairly complex.
Okay, see, the tutorial should be able to walk you through here, but basically, it's gonna play. You have to. It's like a card game. Instead of like you doing like the battles, it's like a high intensity card game.
Okay.
Okay.
To win, you need to eliminate all your opponent's cards. To begin, your deck is made up of your party members. The stats, damage, type, tactical equipment, skill, their equipment, and skills. Okay. Your deck is divided in 2 hands: offensive hand to the left, tactical hand to the right. Okay. Oh. The starting player in each round is decided randomly. You begin with preparation phase where you play your cards. The fight phase comes after all cards are played. This number shows how many cards you can play this turn. Each card is characterized by a very important values: attack and defense. Attack deals damage while in defense of an attack card. When defense reaches 0, that card is eliminated. Characters may have different types of attacks depending on what weapons and special skills. Okay. In fight challenge, you're only. Fuck, my back hurts. Anyway. Okay. Offensive cards are direct attack and placed on battlefield using. Cards are added to the end. Okay, I think. Some weapons and skills can modify an existing card's position. Tactical cards support when played using their skills. Support actions will affect the right mouse eligible cards. Okay.
Oh wait, I can be in combat with you. Hold on, I can explain it from here. Okay, so which screen are you on? Are you on the preparation phase where it says keep and play, or are you actually on the thing already?
I'm on the thing.
Alright, hold on. Keep and play. Alright, so basically, if you didn't understand what that's telling you, the people on the left are like the straight up just attacking, okay? So the sword is obviously what damage he does, the shield is his like defense.
Okay.
And the number at the top that's like the black and white shield, that's their health. Okay. You don't want them to take damage to their health. So if you got any shield dudes, you want to play them. So,
I don't know if I have any shield dudes. I know I have one that's 16 health, one that's 12 health, and one that's 6.
Okay, so what's the attack?
The 16 health is 14, the 12 health is 26, and the 6 health is 11.
Okay, so did the enemy play their card first, or is it
Nobody
you
played
first?
anything.
Alright, so you want that. Okay, basically what happens is the card attacks the enemy card to its left or right. So if you play first, you will always attack to the side, to the right, or the right-hand side of you. So you want to play your strongest attacking card first.
So it's either 1226 or 1614.
Whatever's the highest sword person you have, play.
Okay.
Alright, so once you play your card, usually goes to the opponent turn, sometimes you get a turn, and now they play.
So do I click end turn?
No, you don't want to end turn.
Okay, what now?
Okay, so did the enemy play its cards?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Can you play another attack character?
No.
Okay, so yeah, end turn if you can.
Okay, yeah, now it's his opponent's turn.
Okay, there you go.
And it's a spider. Okay.
Alright, so they played theirs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now before I go into the next attacking thing, what did they play? So did they have like...
It's a malicious spider, 2 health, 2 attack.
Okay, and did they play another one?
No.
It was just the one spider?
Yes.
Okay, so in your cards on your... So the left-hand side's like you're attacking. The right-hand side's kind of like your tactical advantage. So what do you got? What kind of guys do you have over there?
I got Rosanna, who's got Confused and Get Closer. And then I've got you, who has Confused, Shield Ally, First Action, and Get Closer. Okay,
so Shield Ally is exactly what it sounds. It's a tactical advantage, whatever. So basically, whatever his number is with the shield, that's how much damage it'll protect the guy that you're shielding up before it starts injuring his health.
Oh.
So if you shield your ally, it'll like give him an extra boost before he starts taking damage.
Yeah, 12. It gave him +7.
First action. Okay, so first action you don't want to do yet because you played the first card, right?
Yeah.
So if you were to play someone who's just a normal attacker from your right-hand side, you see how they would be after the the spider?
Yeah.
Well, if you played first action, that means they'd move to the front. They'd get to take their turn before the spider goes, which means you could potentially kill it before it ever attacks. So, and then Get Closer is just, it allows the player to enter the battlefield, but it's confusion, which means it can't attack for one turn, which means it could get injured and shit.
Oh.
So usually if you got people over there, you usually want to try to do their actions. Like, for mine, I'm going to do a shield ally, so he takes some damage. Then I'm going to play this chick. And now he's going to play another bat, and I'm going to do first action. So just finish playing out your cards and do your best, and then you'll see the combat page. You'll see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, they fucking attacked the wrong person I didn't want them to do.
Fight phase 1 out of 2, okay. I just destroyed that spider. And that spider. And I just killed all spiders.
See? But do you see how the combat kind of works? They attacked one of the people next to him. It's random which direction they go.
Okay, you have acquired... I don't know what that is.
If you hover over it, it tells you.
Oh, it's a boar spear.
Okay, and then did any of your characters get hurt?
No.
Okay, well, when you take injuries, like one of my characters took wounds. Wounds show how much damage you've taken. They lower my health. There's a chance that you can get infections and shit from it. Alright, so after you do that, that's kind of the basics of...
I'm not really worried about it.
That's kind of the basics, honestly. For
get
combat.
Another, research going.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
so
it's
if
what I
you...
have going. So what is this beaker and book on the sides? Is 1 out of 15 and 2 out of 10?
Kind of.
Yep.
Alright.
Experience is for, kind of doesn't really matter too much for us right now because it like levels up your god. The more higher XP you get in a game, the better your god is that you can play in a later game.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the more you play, the better shit you get in later games. But the beakers though, you can click on one of the side beakers down there.
Yeah, I did that earlier. That's how I got the iron.
Yeah, so click the research.
Okay.
Once you get enough beakers by like killing shit, crafting stuff, doing adventuring, you can unlock different material. So obviously the first one's gathering. This is different type of material you can get.
Yeah, I got steel.
You chose to get steel. See, I went with spider silk, which is like a different It's like a woven thing for like clothes and shit. But you see there's another tab up there called crafting?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep, this is where you can craft like all your weapons, your different types of clothes, materials, magic, and all that kind of stuff. And then construction is exactly what you think it is. It's where you can find out how to build new buildings.
Alright, cool.
So that one's pretty self-explanatory. Other than that, it's just like making your characters, collecting more research, that kind of stuff. There's a map mode. Hold on. Oh, okay. So down where you clicked on your beaker, down there?
Yeah.
There is a button. Hold on. That's game log. That's go to settlement. Next group. Okay. You see the berries? It's like a berry button. Click it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. So you can see some shit now, right? Like it shows you the kind of materials that you can see.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any good examples.
So your village can only ever work what's in its circle.
That's why.
Yeah.
The tiles immediately next to it is the only tiles it'll ever be able to work. Everything else you get, you have to go gather. So do you see 2 tiles? 2 tiles, that wheat tile over there? Or straw, I guess it's straw.
Yeah.
It's not wheat. Move in that direction.
Part of my life when I was in Seattle.
You may not be able to because your people may not have any movement, but I'm just trying to see. Can I move that?
I don't think we have any movement left.
Alright, hold on.
I have 5, so I can move them like 1 more.
Alright.
Oh no, I can't, so it'll take 2 to get over there.
Alright. Well, okay, well, so whenever you're... Alright, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna hit the end turn button, and it should go on to day 2, or, well, turn 2. Oh, it tells you whenever we're waiting. Alright, so move 1 more tile to the left. Ooh, or you can move north and gather snake leather.
Actually, for the wheat.
Or the straw you were, but then look, you discovered a new resource, the leather up north. Leather's pretty good because you can make pretty decent clothes and armor out of it. But it's up to you what you grab. But you remember, you don't have to go on the tile. So go to a tile next to whatever you want to gather.
Invented sign language.
Alright, now click on your expedition and there's like a camp button.
Okay.
I don't know what that one is.
Alright, hold on. I need to move my people.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Alright.
Oh, I can get great leather.
Making it rain.
Yeah, now whenever you camp, you click on gather, and it's just like the village. It's just like the village. So you're gonna want to gather, like my dude's gonna gather some fucking coal, and this dude's gonna gather some that.
Alright, both of us is gonna take 18 something.
It's gonna take 18 turns?
I don't know, it says hourglass 18.
Oh, how many turns is that gonna take?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, hold on. So, on the gather screen, you put people in it, right?
Yes.
What is it plus? It's plus like
5 for both.
Okay, so next to that, it has a little beat. It has like the hourglass, and then it has a number. The number is how many turns it takes.
Oh, okay, so yeah, 18 for both.
I'm getting so old.
Okay, that's because you don't have somebody with like high gather rate. But, so basically, you want to try to gather what you can, but the best way to get it in the early game is to be killing shit. So if you explore, find better resources, and kill more shit, then you can get better shit, especially since you're a warrior.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. Once you go into a camp, it's just like a mini village until you leave. Can they produce? Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. And then it's just, if you have any questions, just let me know as it goes.
It's kind of terrible.
All right, easy enough. I'm pretty sure we'll probably end this episode and then we'll take our breaks and we'll get back.
Yeah, this episode's just gonna be the explaining of a new game.
All right, easy enough. All right, guys. So that was the first installation of Thea the Awakening. So I'll probably post this up a little bit later. But for now, it's gonna be it. So as always, like the video, please like, subscribe, and suggestions, gameplay tips, comments, put in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next episode.